Bud Light, they just based on the results of where their company revenue, they have taken a hit, but they'll be back on their feet.
Yeah, of course they will.
They'll be back on their feet.
I have no doubt they will, but they are taking a pretty steep hit currently.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hidden power of branding. Let me ask you, Ryan, what is the difference between a rank 10 company versus a rank number 1 company within the industry?
A market share, and everyone knows of the one company.
Yep. Everyone thinks of that one company whenever they think of that service or product. And the biggest difference between these companies, obviously, is going to be money. But visually, when you go to a website or you look at the logo, social media of one company versus another, you could actually tell. If you list out the websites of all the, I don't know, top shoe companies in the world, let's say, I guarantee you Nike is going to look like the top company. And design is the invisible language that separates the top companies from everybody else. Everybody else is just trying to look good, while the top companies, they know how to position their brand, their marketing, their graphics, and everything to align with their core values and speak directly to their audience. And that is something that a lot of companies underinvest in. So here's actually my advice to a lot of companies that are currently looking to climb the ladder in your industry. Like if you're trying to be the top 2, 3 company within your industry and you want to gain that brand visibility, first thing you got to do is look at your own actual design. Look at your competitor. Pick the top 3 or the top 1. Look at their website and then look at yours. Or look at their social media and look at yours. And ask your friends, look at these two. Who do you think is the bigger company? And then ask them why. They might not be able to tell you why, but it'll be clear to you that you're not the big one. So what you want to do is invest in your graphic design. Redo your logo. A lot of times companies are too shy, too hesitant. They feel like they have some sort of loyalty with the brand. If your brand doesn't bring you money, you don't owe it any loyalty. Change the logo, change your brand, change your graphics. Invest in your website, invest in your digital graphics. That's the easiest way for a company to gain grounds and actually be more competitive. Once you're able to do that and you establish a better digital presence, a better brand visually, and you show that to somebody else and they say, you know what, I'm not sure, these guys look kind of comparable. Now you're getting somewhere. Now your advertising, your marketing, everything you do is going to perform better. Because when people see your brand versus the number 1 brand, that invisible language, it's comparable. They can't tell difference anymore. And for all they know, you're number 2 or number 1. It's hard to tell, but you're pretty good. So that's my advice. If you are a new company or a company that's developing or struggling and you want to make a comeback, it's not advertising. It's really not even your product. A lot of times it's just your brand positioning. Start with graphic design. That's the easiest way and most cost-effective strategy to turn your brand around.
Very good. That's good.
You know what's interesting, Ryan? When we looked at our customer data and we see who uses Penji the most, right up there, top 3 is actually social media marketers. And so we talked to a handful of social media marketers to figure out like what's going on, what's the issue with them. We found out that a lot of social media marketers, it is the bane of their existence to create content. So nowadays with ChatGPT, it's so easy to actually plan and schedule posts, but the thing that takes the most time is actually creating the design part. Because you can't just have an image anymore. You got to have some kind of animation, some kind of video or whatnot. Otherwise, your clients aren't going to be happy. And the process for them to get the high quality media to pair with their well-written copy, that's exhausting. And that process to source high quality graphics and content to pair with their social media copy can be extensive and expensive for a lot of social media marketers and agencies. So that's why we actually created a new service to help social media marketers. The way it works is that it's a subscription where you subscribe to us, and every week we send you anywhere from 5 to 10 on-brand social media graphics or videos or animation that is guaranteed to look good with the copy that you wrote or the customer that you want us to design this for. So what does that do? As a social media marketer or an agency, you don't got to think about that anymore. You can just have ChatGPT write all the content for you, and then our team will go in and design all of the graphics and videos. And every week we send you a new batch. So every week you're fresh to go and your customers are going to be happy. So far, it's been game changing. We're saving social media marketers and agencies a lot of time, money, and yeah, we help them retain their customers better because they don't miss deadlines anymore. So that's been pretty game changing. What we also noticed was the bulk of our customers are agencies who are looking to outsource their graphic design workload over to us. So they have a lot of customers with a wide range of graphic design help. And it's difficult for an agency to go on, who knows, Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, whatever, and hire a dozen designers to service all the customers. So what they do is they sign up for Penji, and we actually created a special plan just for agencies. And the way it works is that you're an agency, you sign up, you let us know that you're an agency, and we pair you with a handful of designers, project managers who specialize with the clients that you work with. So that way it guarantees that whenever you create a project for a client, you can manage that in a brand folder. So that guarantees that every design that we do for your client is on brand, delivered on time, and there's just very little revisions that you have to worry about. And also, we save agencies a ton of money. So typically, you have to hire a designer. I mean, what's it cost? It's going to cost a couple $100s per design for one. Typically, it's going to cost a couple $100s per design. But with our model, typically, it will cost an agency a couple $100s per design, possibly a couple thousands for some of the more complex design pieces. With us, because it's completely unlimited and we just assign you a team of the top creatives and project managers, we don't charge by the projects. And so if you're really good at optimizing your plan and your usage, you can get away with, it could cost you $20 per design. So we've been able to save agencies so much time, money, and especially in this economy right now where everyone's trying to cut costs, we've been the go-to company for agencies to outsource and also extend their creative team.
That sounds really, really helpful, having all the graphic design you can need without having to, hire freelancers and stuff. What I've seen is just, it's always a nightmare trying to bring on marketers and designers who know what consistent branding is. It's very tough.
With Penji, we're basically an extension of your creative team without costing you an arm and a leg. And we're helping agencies actually stay afloat in this economy and continue to offer the same high quality service for their customers.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to today's podcast. We'll see you in the next one.